Welcome back everyone to Let's Play World Waves 2 as Japan, episode number 77. And I know that because I'm out of thumbnails. 76 is the last thumbnail I could wring out of Finnish so far. It's mostly at this point because I feel it's impolite to ask for more when the man has done so much already. But anyway, we're in the middle of a big battle. Could end up being bigger from a result standpoint than the previous carrier battle, even though that one was 4 parts and took a long time, and hopefully we avoid doing the same thing in this one. I believe, I believe that we've already launched aircraft, and I believe we launched them southwest, and then we got another, what I'm guessing is actually a more accurate report saying they're now heading northeast. And if you have all these conflicting reports, what's probably the best thing to do mathematically? You just average all of them, and you get the best, most likely course of. I mean, if you could, you would weight each report, and you can kind of do that based on the number of ships seen. You would weight each report by some kind of confidence rating, and then that would reflect. So, I mean, let's say you had one report that said 10 degrees west, and the other one said 30 degrees west. If they're both equally likely, you say, okay, in the middle, 20 degrees west. But if one is you're 75% sure that this one's correct and only 25% sure the other one's correct, well, then you shift the line closer to the more correct one. I love statistics and weighting things like that, and just math is such a wonderful tool. I wish I understood it better, in fact. Okay, anyways, let's just run, though. Right before I say that, right before we run, everyone knows you can skip the first 5 minutes in the video. We do want to look and see if there's anybody else who I should be preparing to get ready. So 2 is not insignificant, but I think we'll leave those. Yeah, actually we do want, and this is going to be my chance to, I guess. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, right click. So we just want them to go this way. Somewhere down here. Launch torpedo aircraft. Okay, good. And priority target is, I think I already sent some people out as battleships. We're seeing battleships. Let's just go after battleships. Now I have 22. Has some stuff which is ready to go. And I think I'm going to save this in case I do, in the end, find carriers. So I know that we have some. I'm pretty sure we have. Okay. Oh, Lord. This is interesting. I've never seen the window that small before. Yeah, so let's just look at the base. Okay. Okay, good. So all these are ready. We have some which are already flying, some fighters already flying, and I'm interested in the torpedo bombers. So the Satori's torpedo bombers are ready to go, but not flying. Nope, not flying yet. The Omei's torpedo bombers are also ready, but not flying. The Shinano's torpedo bombers and dive bombers are spotting. They're getting ready to fly. Are those the ones I just clicked right now? No, I only clicked one. Ready to flying is this group. Okay. So we are sending some people off, but obviously I have both the Satori and the Omei on standby, which is good. It's probably what I want to do. That's a lot of aircraft on standby, but we are expecting at some point to have reports about carriers. So far none, but as soon as we get them, I think that's... Yeah, and I talked about this last time in the battle generator thing and all that, but... No, this might be the last battle we fight in the war, so we probably... Oh, okay. Wow. They're right there as well. Okay, good. So this is really good news. We now know we no longer have to wait. Just launch everybody. I'm going to coordinate... Okay, strike. Okay, let's see. Let's get the 19 down. Let's see, 52. So actually, we can take the 16 off and put the 15 on, and that'll be something which we can coordinate. Let's have these guys target the carriers and have them go this way. Launch that strike. That's fine. And do the same thing with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, how much over are we? We're not over, because we have a group of only 3 torpedo bombers in this group. But anyways, we'll launch this one as well. Okay. So we're going after the carriers now too. So that everyone's there, which is frightening if you're... I guess if you're the Haruna over here, all by yourself. Nah, the Haruna, being the Shinigami that she is not... fears nothing. She's already gone, or I mean, I guess her sister ship has already gone 1v4 against 4 incredible, like very potent American dreadnoughts. And she came out, you know, a little bit worse for the wear, but intact. Considering she went 1v4, that's pretty darn good. Anyway, we now know we'd have to shift all our efforts this way. Having seen carriers and battleships, we know that basically everything is here. So no need to go anywhere else. So we'll start heading this way. And maybe one like this. I guess I do want the heavy cruisers to come in from the west, even though I prefer for them to chase the carriers, and the battleships are on the west, but I just want to make sure that we aren't missing anything over to the west. Okay, so, good to go. And you guys just... I mean, at this point, what's the point? You're not going to get into the fight unless you go flank speed right now, so just go flank speed from the get-go. And I don't like that for some reasons, but I don't think that it's realistic to think that not going flank speed will result in anything useful for us. So, get into the fight, basically. And now, here we go. Okay, and we'll detach her, but I think I'll just leave her doing exactly what she's doing. Enemy aircraft are approaching Japanese Battle Division 14. Okay. Oh, they're bombing the Chunchamaroo. That's actually... Oh, they've already hit the Chunchamaroo. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, oh, that's fantastic. We have dual-purpose guns on that one. Yikes. Did not seem to matter. Yeah, so it only is half of this, which makes sense. It's only half of it ends up being directed at oncoming aircraft. So Chunchamaroo's having some problems here. So let's go ahead. I would love to continue scouting, but we have bigger problems. Let's go into line ahead. And let's trail back so we can provide help. Okay, wow. We gotta... what the heck is going on? Not that one. We need the log. We have to take a look at what's going on here. Okay, so Tokugawa is hit. Does not penetrate, though. It hit the turret, of all things. My god. Thank god we have a very, very thick top turret armor, and I still feel like your turret would be out of action getting hit by a bomb. Like a direct hit on bomb? My goodness. Okay, so more dive bombers they actually nearly hit my destroyer, which is pretty impressive. We finally did do some damage. Look at that. Just 2 of them are combining for 58. That's pretty good. And destroyed another aircraft. And another one after that. Okay. Well, this is all fine for me because I'm accepting losses on the battleship side in order to preserve the carriers. And that's what we have going on here. And we are launching massive strikes at the enemy carriers. So, Chunchamaroo, you can just pull off entirely. We're not expecting you to contribute to the rest of this fight. Looks like you'll be saved unless you take another hit. Port, just right north of you. Good luck making it there. 3 knots. It's going to take you quite a while at that speed, but I suspect you'll gain some speed a little bit later on. Okay, Sapporo, you can tow on in. And perfect timing, by the way. Right as some more aircraft show up. But are they going for the Tokugawa? Oh, they're over here. Near miss on the destroyer. What does that mean? Huh. Here we go. A bomb. Another turret hit. This is just something else. I don't remember what my turret tops are, but they're always heavier than my deck. Probably 6 inches here. So yeah, that's going to be a very, very tough penetration target. And we have our forward firing turrets, so Wait, this is actually the ones back here. Interesting. And we're taking down some aircraft, though. feel like the cap is missing a little bit, but... And there goes our attack. Those are after the battleships, though. I mean, yeah, tit for tat, right? You are flooding, but you know, I think you're going to be okay. Sapporo needs to straighten out. Okay, here goes the Tokugawa torpedo bombers at this point. Okay. 48. That doesn't make sense. Oh, this is the other one. What? They're over here, though. I don't see the torpedo bombers going after them. Well, it looks like we've done... Okay, this is the Tokugawa. That's the one I was expecting. So, only 40. I think the Sapporo's in there, included in that. It is. Okay, but 3 aircraft damage. 1 for each, heavy, medium, and light. We'll see what happens. Okay, and there's 7 dive bombers coming on in as well. It's always pretty exciting when these waves are exchanging. It's like midway. It really is. You know, you got these midway-like exchanges. We're actually not that far from the fleet at this point. Oh my. Okay, so just have to get you in on this. I don't know, were you guys supposed to be... Yeah, I think you were supposed to be protecting, but honestly, you don't need to protect the carriers. The fact that the first wave has completely missed my carriers is a great thing. And there we go. We actually have spotted the outskirts of their fleet, I guess. I'm guessing. Okay, we'll pour on the gas. Let's see what we have here. And the Haruna can actually turn 2. It's got her just to go south, not a heavy turn 2. We don't know what's there exactly. I mean, that's just one ship, probably a scouting light cruiser. Chanchamaru, how are you doing? You're really not even that bad of shape. Oh, well, you can only go 3. So I'll just have you cruise here. You're going to act as a stationary AA platform. So I'm going to kind of direct you into the line of my oncoming battleships, so that as they come, you can provide a little support. Should aircrafts pass... Oh, this is a battlecruiser. Should aircraft pass over while you're next to the battleships. And then after they pass you by, I can either direct you south again or let you continue back to port, since 3 knots is really not a combat speed. So, the Haruna is in position. I guess we deploy her. I mean, this is what she's meant for, right? Okay, here we go. They are doing a number on my medium bombers. I don't know where these medium bombers are. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Those are from the airbase. Wait a second. I didn't realize this is Cochin, isn't it? This is the airbase. This is the one I put them here just... Oh my gosh, this is awesome. So we actually have medium bombers who are going to be supporting. Very, very helpful. Well, I mean, in theory they're very helpful, but all we're doing right now is acting as bullet sponges. Now we're actually targeting enemy light carriers. Yeah, this is just a really interesting mission so far. Having those medium bombers in support. I mean, it even feels more like Midway. We are the good guys, right? The Americans? Of course we are. Alright, I'm going to send the Jury south. Yeah. Still keep these guys focused a little bit more west than we expect them to need to be, but Okay, here we go. We're actually starting to come on in, make our run. Haruna's making her approach. So, are we targeting... Yeah, that is not the battlecruiser up here, which is good. Because I think the Haruna is just going to make really short work of this thing. It's probably two of them, huh? Unless that's... It's offset a little bit. That's probably an escort then. Destroyer escort in screen formation. Why are we torpedo bombing a heavy cruiser? I don't know. I assume, or I hope at least it's a battle cruiser then. Hold fire on the torpedoes, just in case you're getting a little trigger happy. Let's take an identification first, and then again realize that Haruna is about to be... She's about to pulverize this thing, whatever it is. And man, look at the day sighting range. As soon as we're in range, we're basically going to be already at belt penetration. And I guess that's okay for us. We'd probably prefer a distance fight with the Shinigami, but at least she's going to be very... Yeah, that is a destroyer. She'll be very effective at decimating this battlecruiser. She should have very good accuracy, considering the range is close. Yeah, we'll send the Jiri south. I think it's fine. I'm not even sure if our carriers have been spotted yet. Well, sometimes there is a way to check. Yeah, so the carriers had been spotted. But it's too late. Obviously, they already deployed their first wave. So now we wait for that to happen. Exactly that. And if those things are going after our the enemy carriers, that is fantastic. Very good result. We're just about to enter firing range. The thing I'm not sure about yet is whether or not I should be turning south or north with the Haruna. So what I think I'm gonna do is have the Wakako and the Daigoji divert to the battlecruiser and let the Shinigami, yes, the Shinigami class, but the Haruna, she's gonna turn south. I finally thought about it for long enough, just half a second, in order to make a final decision on that. Yeah, that seems to make the most sense to me. So we're going to continue to kind of point at her. And as soon as we can, turn south. As soon as we start opening up, we'll turn south. 29 knots, 37,000. She's really no match for... Oh man, and look at that deck armor. Really bad. I mean, she's really, really no match for the Haruna, which I guess the only thing she has us in is speed. Yeah, by 1 knot, so it's really not even that big of a difference. Okay, wow, beautiful. The moment we see her, the very opening barrage, we land a hit. That is fantastic. Okay, so I don't really want to get my destroyers killed on this battlecruiser, which I consider already dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double back with you, and I'm going to have you just drift all the way west out of the way. So we'll have you head north all the way around. And then the Haruna, like I said, she's going to start heading south. What a beautiful hit right at the very beginning. Enemy aircraft are... Oh, okay, well, we knew it might happen, but it looks like we're doing really good work. Oh, another hit, man. 2 17-inch hits right off the get-go. And I don't believe it. She's actually aiming at our destroyer. Okay, well, we can assist our destroyer slightly, have her deploy smoke. So in this mess, there are 5 dive bombers left. I guess there were 7 at some point. 2 are shot down, 2 are damaged, another 1 is damaged. Yeah, so we have we have radar directed cap at this point, so I'm expecting that all the cap will converge, assuming that there aren't more coming in. Okay, are you done? You're not done with your turn yet. Yeah, so you can keep kind of swinging that way though, Haruna, just to keep her in your sights a little bit longer, do a little bit more damage. She's opening up on the Haruna now, which makes sense. Watch out for the Craven. So probably take you off AI control and get you to swing towards the enemy destroyer. Okay, now that you are not being targeted, turn that off as well. Alright, so, wow, 30 forward, light AA guns, what are they even for? Only one dive bomber made it through. I have to say I'm a little bit less concerned with one dive bomber making it through. We'll just stomach that. 7 torpedo bombers on a strike. Do you guys have dual purpose? You do. What if I run you south right past them? I don't think it'll make a difference, but maybe. Okay, we have a new scouting report. Yeah. And we do have... Wow, those medium bombers are the ones reporting that. And a recon. These are the recons coming back. Oh, and 11 medium bombers. Man, awesome. Okay, Princeton got hit by 3-inch guns. Look at don't think that that's going to make as much of a difference as we were hoping. Are you targeting? You are targeting. Yeah, just want to make sure. I might actually have you launch torpedoes. I mean, this is just... I mean, this is really too good. We can end this engagement directly, so it's too good. It's too good of an opportunity to pass up. What the hell, Chunjin Maru? Probably not a great time for you to spot a submarine when you're going that slow. I'm gonna let you just... Oh wait, Kaku's right here. So let me commandeer these just for a moment and swing them this way. Alright, now we're starting to land the 17-inch guns again. Another hit on the Haruna. I mean on the Princeton. Not sure what we want to do with the Kitakaze. Do not want you guys launching torpedoes quite yet. Okay, Kitakaze, turn away. Yeah, look at that. Another hit. Haruna, you gotta be kidding me. Critical hit, fire control damaged. Well, that does make it interesting. Now, how do we deal with this? I think she has to act as a tank. Like, she can absorb a lot of hits. She's not going to be as effective now, which is it's just a damn shame. I mean, look at we already destroyed one of her turrets. She's operating with six 16-inch guns. It's possible that her speed has already been reduced below 29, but we don't know. I still think the right thing here is to let our other carriers go after it. I mean, our other battleships go after it. So the Haruna, I know that you don't have any fire control left thanks to RNG. But your mission is still to push on and put the fear of God in the rest of the fleet. Okay, so what do we have going on now? Nothing here. Okay, we do have some torpedo bombers ready. I think this is a little bit weird, but I think I'm going to launch them. I think southeast, interesting. We'll have them prioritize the carrier still. And I'll launch that strike. I'm a mean person. You're coming back at night. Are you sure? Yes. I'm sure. Okay, I was a little bit worried actually if I feel like we have more aircraft out this should be doing something. Okay, here it is. It's finally happening. I was like, what the heck is going on? When are these guys going to get to the ships? Should be getting some good reports now. Okay, here we go. CVs, CVs. I just launched more at the CVs. So the good news is we should not. I'm just praying at least. I'm hopeful that we shouldn't expect very many more reprisals from the American carriers. It's weird. I'm like that confident that we're doing really good work against the carriers. Overconfident, probably. Okay, and then although it's going to be nighttime soon, we're still going to drive in with the Haruna. Yeah, so we're getting some hits on the heavy cruisers, which may or may not be heavy cruisers. Could be, hopefully are, battle cruisers or battleships. But it could be the escorting heavy cruisers for the carriers, which is also something good. I mean, it's going to help our destroyers get in there. If they're, well, you know, their destroyers are probably as good of screens as anything else against our destroyers. We're definitely getting some hits on something. So Princeton, what is her speed at? We don't have a report on that right now. Okay, you guys return to your AI control duties. Very good. And we're pushing south. Alright, let's get you up to 28. Didn't realize that, but okay. You're at 34, which is good. And the Kitakazi, she's probably taking a little bit of damage, but okay. Let's see what these... Oh, wow, that's just south. Oh, we're spotting new things. Okay, good. Alright, we got a battleship. That's what we're here for. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of light cruiser hits. Yeah, they're still shooting down stuff. And battleship is firing at us. I'm happy to see that, honestly. Okay, the enemy aircraft are coming, but oh wow, good hits on the carriers. Here we go. And Tokugawa will be our backup as well. Okay. We temporarily lost sight of the Princeton, but I'm expecting we'll run into her. Okay, this is good. I think we're off to a really good start here. We're up to 7. And you guys can kind of go towards that Princeton. And Yujiri, just keep meandering this way. Okay, Haruna's taking some hits. We are basically just hoping that she can do a little bit of damage before we have to pull her off. And we're up against a Wyoming. I mean, this is really interesting. I know that I'm upset about the fire control situation with the Haruna, just because it's a little disappointing for her to be... You know, I want to see her in action. I want to see one of these Shinigami's really go to work. Oh god, more critical hits. Okay, but nonetheless, we can kind of create an interesting narrative out of this. Because this is how real life is. Things don't go the way you plan. The Haruna right now is entering. You can imagine the Wyoming. This is the story which popped in my head. The Wyoming is like, oh my god, that's the Shinigami. Or Haruna. It's the Shinigami class, one of the two. And we're in a frickin' Wyoming, which is totally outgunned. And then they start landing hits. And they're like, we're doing it. The Haruna isn't hitting us. We got a chance. And I'm sure most of the gunners and all that stuff are not thinking about that at all. They're just doing their job. But the captain's probably like, well, how are we going to survive this? Or, you know, we just put some shells on and beat a hasty retreat. He sees some initial success. Little does he know, we've already been lit up. And unfortunately, one of the very few shells that hit us was a critical hit. Now we have rudder damage. So our rudder was sent Jamport. Okay, so time to go in a left forward circle right at him. Hooray! That's probably the cue for the Yujo. I think we're going to be launching some torpedoes very soon here. How many do you have? You have a good chunk. 10 torpedoes. We're probably going to be putting a lot of those fish in the water very soon because the Haruna is out of control. Now, again, the Tokugawa, right on cue, is going to be able to step up and help. So this is still kind of perfect timing. Oh, look at that. Yeah, engine room hit. I know it's weird, but I want to wring the most out of her before I pull her off, though. Which is not how you would approach this in real life, because in real life, a whole month being out of action or 2 months for damage, or, you know, God forbid you just lose the ship is just not, it's not acceptable. Haruna, at this point, I'm considering her task done. I'm assuming that Tokugawa, with a lead on the Wyoming, will be able to do her job. Oh no, Satori. 1 torpedo, how we doing? Okay, you're staying in the fight. Haruna is actually still landing some hits. This is good. Just get us any kind of leg up on the fight with the Tokugawa. So Tokugawa, you should be targeting already the Wyoming. I assumed you were, but we'll see. Do have the Yujo here who's sneaking in close. If we can get some torpedoes off on her. Aha, and here's the other one. Okay, Wakaku's taking some hits early. Alright, Wyoming, okay, good. We are, in fact, doing well against the Wyoming. 2 16-inch hits. Decatur also getting hit, which is good because we don't want those. And then, oh no, the Yujo's getting cut down. Alright, we'll just pull you back. And another Wyoming, and this one is probably dead in the water. I imagine it's one of the ones which was hit. Okay, we hit their battlecruiser, so we're hitting that. What was it, Princeton class? We have the heavy cruisers on the way. Yeah, this is good. This is a good battle. I'm feeling more in control of this one. And look, at this last minute speaks for itself. We're starting to get things under control. Tokugawa hits. Daigoji hits. Daigoji hits with the 6-inch, not important. Wyoming hits the Haruna, but it hits her turret. Thank God. The thing we have built to be indestructible on all of our ships, basically, is the turret. So, hit the turret all you want. And they did. And it did not penetrate, as expected. And they're still targeting the Yuji, which is not surprising. She's pretty close. She's threatening. Yeah. Well, I don't know what that is. Okay, so Haruna's rudder is now repaired. I think we're going to head south. I mean, oh, she's got half damage. Okay. The thing is, we need her. I think we need her against this Wyoming. So we'll probably keep her at range and, you know, good luck. Hopefully we can do work some magic with her. This Princeton is definitely retreating at this point. Unfortunately, it's one of her forward guns, which are destroyed, so her retreating is not going to limit her. You know, both of the turrets facing rear are active. Okay, Tokugawa did get her first penetration. I think that's the first one she's got hit. Oh, she was hit by a bomb already. I forgot. But it was the turret top. Okay, good. And that penetrating hit in the belt, yeah, in the belt, has caused some flooding. Oh my gosh, who's launching torpedoes? Why? Kongu, please. Control yourself. You guys should all control yourselves. Oh, Yujo's on fire. Not in the good way. Alright, let's take you down a cruise, Yujo. Just pull off. Get things under control. You can come back in. Okay, so the Wukaku turret top hit. Yes, always it's the best. And Tokugawa turret hit. Please, more hits in the turret. Decatur, a hit on that. And Haruna still returning fire. Another hit on the Wyoming. Now their rated speed is 24 knots, so if we can get a few hits in here, that'll be good. That Wyoming does looks like she's doing okay. Tokugawa is actually really putting on the heat now, hitting with 2. Why is she only firing 6 rounds? Her rear turret is inactive. Is that because of that hit? Possibly. I see the Satori is limiting flooding. This is good to see, because we are going to keep her in the fight. We'll see how my aircraft do, by the way. They should be on their way to their target now. Wow, not a good turn, not a good turn. Okay, superstructure hit for the Wukaku. Tokugawa pass through. 2 more hits from the Tokugawa. Those are with medium guns. Those should not matter. Why is your damage? Oh, your damage is mostly because of the turret being down. That's right. We did hit the Princeton again with 16-inch guns. And the Rowan was hit. Okay. We have our light cruisers on station, so we can try to prevent any kind of torpedoes heading our way. Haruna, you need to cut back this way. I think we're going to continue to pursue. Yeah, I still, things look okay to me. Still look okay. Oh my god, critical 2. Oh my god, one of them is destroyed. What the hell? I talked about our turrets being invincible. 15-inch, I mean, that is actually really impressive. Since we also have 16-inch guns, do we not? So I can assume this is more or less the penetration profile. Our target is at 12,000 yards. Under 12,000. At 12,000, we are expecting to penetrate 17 inches of armor. So, yeah, those 15-inch turrets. Now, it's not that every shot is going to penetrate that, but certainly a lot less likely that our 15 inches of armor. And this is what I meant. I've said this several times. Ultimately, it just feels like guns are king. You don't even care about armor. I stopped putting conning tower armor on. I don't really put armor above 12 inches on. My mentality is basically to protect against secondaries. Let's at least protect against 6-inch guns. And we can look. Might as well just take a moment. Do the same thing that I've done a million times, I know, but... So at 11,000, they can only penetrate 3 inches. I mean, hell, at super close range, they can only penetrate like 7 inches. That's quality one assist. But let's see, if we had heavy cruisers... What do those look like? Okay, go on a total tangent here. No, over here. So let's just look at your gun data. Yeah. So these, even really close, are not going to be able to penetrate my belt. That's good. So what I've essentially done is maybe even over-armored a little bit for the belt. It just feels like anything when you get to these heavier... These like late game duels. In Rule the Waves 1, it was definitely the case, but I still feel it's a little bit the case in Rule the Waves 2 that armor doesn't matter as much as just being able to outgun the opponent. And your tonnage is your hit points, so really all you need to do is make a very big ship and put some guns on it, and then it has hit points and it has damage. And if it doesn't have armor, it doesn't really matter. The armor was going to be penetrated most of the time anyway, as we see here. So Tokugawa took an engine hit. Oh, this is not good. This could have gone better. Let's have the Aruna keep chasing that to Wyoming and see if we can catch up. Princeton is taking some more hits, as expected. I think we are catching her as well. Tokugawa is just getting blasted. This is just a really disappointing show from Tokugawa. Very, very, very disappointing. She's not in danger of going down, by the way. I mean, the reason why this bar is all the way red is because all of her turrets are currently inactive. But, at the point of time when all your turrets are inactive, it's probably a good time to pull off. So we'll let our destroyers do their thing at this point, and probably it looks like Kongu time. Haruna is also getting punished by what? Yeah, the Wyoming at super long range. which is probably not a battle we're going to be able to win, that long distance competition, considering the state of our fire control. And I was considering bringing the Umanoino in, but yeah, she's not going to be able to do anything right now with a max speed of only 25, getting hit. So this is going to be this is actually quite a tough show here. The one thing we have going for us is this Princeton. It's like the one thing we can saddle all our hopes on the yeah, I mean basically the hope that at least the Princeton will go down. The Tokugawa is just getting pulverized here. Very bad showing for her. Yeah, this is just brutal. Okay, so we took our a nose-on hit. What's this Princeton's estimated speed? 15 knots? Okay, so we are probably only making 15 knots ourselves. Yeah, speed of 17. In fact, our max speed at this point is 17. That's not good. We're going to max it at 23 and let the Daigoji or the Wakaku, I don't know who's actually slowing us down, but I assume it's the Wakaku. We're going to let the Daigoji run free. Yeah, you are in pretty good range. I think we're going to start launching some torpedoes here. Because we get her to turn, that's also a good sign. You've actually lost both your... God, you are useless. Alright, well we have a whole bunch of tanks in the front. None of them can do any damage at this point. I don't know, I might even keep the Haruna in there. She's not really doing that great, but she's actually better than, sadly, our Tokugawa at this point. Okay, so Wakaku Daigoji, this is the other thing. Tokugawa 50% flotation damage. Yeah, she's just completely beaten. Yeah, it's funny because I was about to say I'm surprised that our light cruisers haven't landed a few hits. They are doing something. And this is just comical, the fact that the Haruna is chasing a ship after she's in such bad shape. Just want to keep tracking these other ones, the Wyoming. So this is 3, by the way. This is 3 capital ships for them, 3 battleships, which is at some point, I think we got the report that they had 3. These other destroyers are slowly catching up. I mean, I don't know if we want to risk a heavy cruiser going up against a wounded battle cruiser, but that is also a possibility. Okay. And you are an excellent scout, Ray. Excellent scout. We're starting to see some other stuff here. Lots of other stuff. Kongu is making her run. So probably a good time for you to deploy smoke. Okay, hooray, another hit on the Princeton. Mainly I just want to make sure she's going slow enough that we can keep up with her. That's like my main concern. And light cruisers are still doing a little bit of damage. Okay, so far so good. The Wyoming has not reacted to those incoming torpedoes. Haruna hit on the turret, thank God. But this one actually penetrated. Disabled that middle turret, the super firing one. Oh, Kongu starting to get hit. She's in pretty good, though. It might already be too late. I don't think so. If she turned now, she probably would avoid us that lead. Blinking on the name suddenly. Not Washington. What the hell? Wyoming. Oh yeah, Haruna. Good. One of those slow torpedoes just might even do it here. I mean, I'm just very, very surprised, but Kongu's gonna keep decreasing her angle there. She's going crazy, but it might actually work. God, the Tokugawa, man, I'm very disappointed. Okay, but we still have a few things that are going well for us. Most of all right now is the Kongu. Well, I mean, who hasn't secretly been rooting for the Kongu with all the comments? Oh, this is good. Oh, just barely. Now, I didn't really intend to do hammer anvil here, but we do have that going on. She fired one gun. Yikes. It's not good. I want to turn those fire lines back on. Man, that's been confusing the hell out of me. Why are my ships not firing? Well, they are. I just don't have the lines on. Air ranges, radar ranges, okay. No, I don't want any of those things. I don't really need those. Let's go ahead and take a quick moment to look at our carriers. Yeah, we have 16 torpedo bombers ready, or ready to be readied. Similarly, 14 dive bombers. So let's get these guys ready. I don't think that we're going to end up using them, but no reason not to get them ready. So that means it's going to be night very soon. I wouldn't say that soon. Probably by the time these guys got off the ground it would be, but okay, we could 4 torpedo bombers. I don't think it's worth it. What could 4 torpedo bombers do? Okay, so do we want to, is it the time? That is just amazing that she avoided that so well. Yeah, Kongo is about to be destroyed, so I think what we're going to do is now launch our torpedoes. Wow, still low. I'm really surprised that that's a low. We are driving her right into the ray. And, you know, and I guess also into the Haruna, if you want to think of it that way. Huh. And here's the Ujo coming across the Princeton. Lots of stuff happening. I think it's time for you to just launch your torpedoes and get out. So we'll do just that. Okay, Kitakazi still has some torpedoes, should we want to use those. And if the Wyoming keeps turning, she's gonna run into the anvil. So far she has, oh wow, critical. Well, would not be a bad time for you to also deploy your smoke. Is this the other? Wow, this Wyoming is just a killer. Like, both sides of her guns are destroying my ships. I think the Ray's going to get it here. Okay. That's a good look. Because this is Bonsai, we're going to tighten the angle and launch again. Okay, you did it. Get out. Oh man, that was so good. Oh, that's the stuff right there. That's the stuff. Oh, that's so satisfying. Let's run it through right before we call this video to a close. Okay, well, I mean, none of the other ones hit, but that was enough. That was definitely enough. Okay, Haruna needs to make some evasive maneuvers here, otherwise we're going to be suffering the same fate. You just basically make your way all the way back to port. You're a hero. Welcome to hero life. Ray, Kongo, you had your chance, but I'm sorry. In the end, you weren't able to land anything, so no hero medals for you. And Princeton is turning just due south. Okay, so let's make sure that we match course with her. Yeah, so 15 minutes. It's already been 15 minutes. This kind of flew by, which just always reminds me how much I love this game. That was awesome. Those hits on the Wyoming, that was good. And I'm just guessing that she's actually going to sink from that. Now, we've seen that they don't sink from 3 torpedoes, even destroyer torpedoes. So we'll have to be careful. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah. Kitakazi, of course, the Kitakazi coming in is going to get her turret destroyed right away. She's already launched smoke. Yeah, but this one, she's going to be coming down to a stop. We could probably finish her off with aircraft. I'd rather just, you know, finish her off with guns and all that, but yeah, she's starting to circle in. Okay, this is, I wanted to make sure we ran, because I don't know how the game works if I pause the game, save it, close it, while the torpedoes are in the mid-flight. You know, maybe they don't end up hitting after that. I don't know. You can just try to watch out for any kind of bugs like that or whatever, what have yous. So I think this is an okay time to save and quit. Our aircraft have been probably, I would say that they've been very disappointing. So a lot of disappointing launches. Didn't get as many hits as I would like for having 3 fully equipped carriers launching. We'll see though. We didn't actually suffer too much damage from their carriers. We only took 1 torpedo hit. I think, did we even take any bomb hits? I guess I can very easily find out. Do a quick scope out things. Satori. Yeah, 1 torpedo hit. I don't think you took any damage. Yeah, so we only took 1 torpedo on our 3 carriers, and I think that's significantly less than the enemy has taken. And although we've certainly lost the surface fights so far, I would consider that we've extremely underperformed. But, you know, a little micromanagement, we'll just pull off the line when we're taking too much damage, head back to shop for repair, and at least this should be delaying their ability to attack our carriers with any of their surface fleet. While I believe that our Air Force, our naval airstrikes, have decimated their carriers. I don't know what degree it could be that we have a Yorktown effect here, where all of our airstrikes attack the same carrier, and we overkilled. But I'm just guessing that we've actually put 2 carriers down. 2. We do have 1 other torpedo bomber on strike. You know, let's just wait. Okay, turret destroyed. Fucking stuttering. I couldn't even fathom this. Wow. You gotta give it to this Wyoming. She's still fighting. And that is definitely the one that just got hit with those torpedoes. So the Ray's out. She has blanked her torpedo tubes. Yep, she has some port side tubes. So the kind of things that you'd probably use on the Princeton. Kind of funny, the Princeton is actually bringing us... Whoops, wrong way. It's actually bringing us closer to these Wyomings as well. Okay, yeah, I think I will just... Well, I know we have one... I know we have one air flight, squadron en route. I'm not going to wait to finish that, though. Yeah, that's not good. Haruna's taking some serious damage. I guess we'll just turn her back at this point. She's too valuable to lose. So, get these light cruisers to harass their destroyers. And I'll call it there. So, good episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you back for the next one. Until then, stay safe. Take care.